Have you ever wondered what going to school must have been like in those days? Well, you probably would have gone to a one-room schoolhouse where all ages and all grades were in the same room. And there probably would have been a shortage of books and of paper, but an abundance of discipline, because teachers were not afraid to punish children for refusing to learn or for misbehaving. Most children felt it was a real privilege to go to school. But then there were the others.
Why does a gotta go to school? I don't need no learning. I can't read and I can't write, but that ain't your concerning. Give me a juicy worm and a big fish hook, and I'll show you some stuff you can't read in any book. I don't want to be an educated fool, so why does I gotta go to school? Hiya, Mervyn.
Hiya, Sarah Jane.
Merv, you got change for $1?
No, Sarah Jane, I reckon not. I ain't been hunting lately.
No, I'm talking about, dough.
Well, I still ain't been hunting.
You country bumpkin, I'm talking about money.
Oh, you mean a buck like $1?
Wow, you catch on fast.
Oh, shucks.
The majority of Alabama's early settlers were farmers. The rich Alabama lands could support a variety of crops, some, of course, to feed families, others for sale. Today, we still have a lot of farmers in Alabama, and some still plow with a mule-drawn plow, just as their ancestors did.
Oh, Lord, on a stormy train, I sing and we my folks were born and raised here, and made my grandparents, I guess, maybe 125 years ago. They farm with a mule also, and this is my tradition. I prefer a mule over a tractor or anything.
Well, how do you feel after you've planted seeds and it's rained and the sun shines and everything? How do you feel when you walk out and see the first seed sprout?
It's a wonderful feeling, I'll tell you. Well, you can see the very handiwork of the Lord, really. That's the way I like to put it, because a lot of people ask me about my garden and say I always have a good garden and I work hard. I said, yeah, I do that, but I said it's up to the Lord. I said, I don't make it, he makes it. I can't make it rain, I can't make the sun shine, I can't make light or dark. I said, the Lord does, and that's what makes the seed germinate and come up and grow. This, I think, shows that we have peace of mind when we sing while we work. I'm relaxed when I do it, and I don't know about the mule. It might relax a mule. I am bound for the promised land.
In Alabama's early days, cities sprang up. In North Alabama, Huntsville grew into an important center of activity.
The northern part of Alabama was once Cherokee country. The first white settlers came into what we know now as Madison County about 1804. The county itself was formed in 1808 by proclamation of Governor Robert Williams. He was then governor of the Mississippi Territory, of which Madison County was a part. Alabama at this time had not yet become a state. The first pioneer to settle in the city we now know as Huntsville was John Hunt. When he first arrived and built his home near the Big Spring, he didn't realize that someday on that spot a modern city would exist. A Georgia planter, Leroy Pope, bought much of the land surrounding the Big Spring. He paid $23.50 an acre, but that was a lot more money in the pioneer days than it is now. A special commission appointed by the territorial governor chose Huntsville as the county seat. A courthouse and a jail were built on the public square. Numerous stores were built around the square. The public land office was moved from Nashville to Huntsville in 1811. Over the next few years, many people moved into the Huntsville area. Signs of progress were emerging during these early days. Some of them were a public school, a bank, a library, the first Masonic lodge in Alabama, the first organized Presbyterian church in the state, and what is believed to have been the first water system in the South. In 1819, Huntsville was chosen as the convention city where Alabama's first constitution was drafted. The first governor of Alabama was inaugurated there on November 9, 1819, and the first session of the legislature was held there. Huntsville produced many of the early leaders of the state. Huntsville built the Green Academy for boys, the Huntsville Female Seminary, the Huntsville Female College, and many other private schools. They were reported as being the best in the state. Huntsville was both an important agriculture center and a manufacturing center. Cotton goods, flour, shoes, lumber, copper stills, pumps, and many other products of the early times were made in Huntsville. In 1851, the Memphis and Charleston Railroad was built through Huntsville, which improved transportation greatly. Perhaps all of this progress led to the terrible suffering Huntsville and her citizens experienced during the war between the states. Federal troops invaded and occupied this important southern city during much of the war. Yet, after the war, though in a weakened financial condition, Huntsville's merchants and farmers worked hard to rebuild the city and revive the economy. The National Bank of Huntsville was organized in 1865. Businesses were gradually reorganized and farmlands again cultivated. Today, Huntsville is known for many things. Perhaps the most famous thing is its Space Center. What a story of growing up for a little pioneer town that was once only known as Big Spring.
Until 1817, Alabama was a part of what was called the Mississippi Territory. Then Mississippi entered the Union as a new state. Not long after, the Alabama Territory was established. At St. Stephen's, its territorial capital, the legislature first met. And there, the seed that would help Alabama grow into full-fledged statehood was planted. In 1819, Alabama would become a state. But in the meantime, she became a home for refugees, people who sought the freedom of Alabama Territory to make a new start. As people moved into Alabama, they brought more than just their personal and household items. They brought their stories and songs of other times and places and things that they had known. Two present-day Alabama composers, Greg Sewell and Bob Burris, have arranged one of these songs for chorus.